Hey everyone, welcome back to Paycheck the Portfolio. This morning I wanted to talk about how I borrow money to make more money. Specifically, I wanted to talk about margin and how I use my brokerage account like a business and borrow from it to live off of. Let's jump right into a portfolio update and we'll go step by step through this. Looking at my net account value this morning, you can see I'm sitting at $210,256. My total unrealized gain is sitting at basically 13.5%. This is just the equity gain within the brokerage account. This does not include any dividends layered back in from a trailing perspective. And it's not showing you the future perspective as well. That's under the estimated income tab, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. Right now, I'm under the historical values tab within E-Trade. What this shows you is how much the portfolio has grown over the course of time. You can see right now I'm sitting on year to date. While fully living out of my brokerage account, my account's up $45,000 over the last year. So in January, my net account value was sitting at $165,000. Now I'm sitting at $210,000. If you go over the last year, you can see it's up almost $85,000. 12 months ago, I was at $125,784 of net portfolio value. We've basically doubled that in a year at 210. If you look at the last 2 years, I'm up $108,000. Again, the account started at basically $100,000 net. That has doubled to 210. So I'm showing you this just to be transparent that all of my money is coming into my brokerage account. I fully invest my funds into long-term growth stocks and ETFs, closed-end funds and high yield funds. And then I borrow from that equity to pay my bills, which allows me to be fully invested in the stock market at all times. One of the most frequent questions I get is because people are so used to checking accounts, they think when a dollar comes in and a dollar goes out, it's a one-to-one ratio. That's not the way the stock market basically works with your dollars in the form of margin. So there is a concept called margin maintenance and margin maintenance requirements, and that's what we're going to talk about step by step here. First, let's take a look at the performance and estimated income tab. The performance tab, you can see right now over the last 2 years, I started living out of my brokerage account in June of 2024. You can see I'm up almost 65% time weighted return. What time weighted return measures is just the pure growth of the portfolio. It does not include any cash coming in and cash coming out. That is in the historical values tab, which we just discussed. But this is just the pure equity growth of the portfolio plus any dividends layered in. Ironically, the unrealized gain does not include dividends, but the time weighted return does in this percentage. So again, it includes the growth of the portfolio and any dividends received. So I'm sitting at 65% time weighted return. The S&P 500's at 36%. The Nasdaq's at 44.5%. The Dow's at 33.5%. And the Russell's at 45.5%. Looking at the 3-year time frame, you can see I'm starting to get really close to the NASDAQ. This has a little bit of a head start on me because I started the Paycheck the Portfolio system again in June of 2024. I'm sitting at basically 78% time weighted return over 3 years. The S&P 500's at 67.5. The Nasdaq's at 86, basically 87%. The Dow's at 50, and the Russell's at 55.5. Looking at the estimated income, you can see over the next 1 month, I'm projected to bring in $4,700. Over the next 1 year, it's projected to be about $44,000 of dividends. So I want you to understand the Paycheck to Portfolio system. All of the money comes in, gets fully invested. In those equities and assets, they grow with the stock market, which is what you're seeing here is the pure equity growth. And then they're also throwing off dividends here over the next 1 year that will come in and layer in on top of that equity growth. So I'm getting compounding, I'm getting cash flow on money that I would have consumed otherwise, right? When you go to work and you trade your time for money and your paycheck comes in, you go buy groceries, you pay your car bill, you pay your mortgage. Those funds are depleted, they're gone. You have to go back to work, trade your time for money again. And that vicious cycle just keeps repeating itself over and over and over. And then fingers crossed, in 30 years, you can retire And by that time, life is pretty much spent. In this system, we're fully investing on the front end, borrowing from our equity. Our equity is growing and throwing off cash flow and compounding for us so we can expedite leaving corporate America or wherever you're at in the world in 5 to 7 years versus the normal 30-year time frame. And that's the essence of the Paycheck to Portfolio system. Let's jump into margin and how it works this morning. So one of the questions I get the most is, how does margin work? And again, people's brains typically tend to go towards a checking account, right? You put $1 in, you spend $1, you're at $0. Margin and borrowing money from your own brokerage account really doesn't work that way. So I wanted to talk about margin maintenance and the dollar lockup, if you will, and how that works. Let's say you invest $1,000 into your brokerage account. That brokerage account requires a specific amount of equity on that position, and they'll lock up those percentages based off of what they call margin maintenance requirements. Let's say you invest $1,000 and you invest $1,000 into a 30% margin maintenance position. SPYG in E-Trade, SPYI, which is a covered call fund on the S&P 500 in E-Trade. Those are 30% margin maintenance names. QQQY is a covered call fund on the NASDAQ, which is a 30% margin maintenance name. So if you invest $1,000 into a 30% margin maintenance name, the brokerage is only locking up $300 of your equity. You have $1,000 investment, only $300 of that is tied up in equity, which maximizes your available for withdrawal and your cash that you can actually live off of at that point. Very similar to real estate if you think about it. If you go buy, just for easy math, a $100,000 house and you have to put a 10 or 20% down payment there, you would have $10,000 or $20,000 to control a $100,000 asset. Now, I was just using $100,000. Those houses don't really exist this day and age. They're much more expensive than that, but just for easy math there. If you want to be a business owner, you can go get an SBA loan. You can start a business. You can grow your equity. You can grow your cash flow and become free. A lot of people have done this with real estate over the years, with single family homes, multifamily homes, their own houses. Obviously, apartment complexes. You're leveraging dollars to go further so you can break free. I've done that with the Paycheck to Portfolio system within the brokerage account. So again, 30% margin locks up basically 30 cents of the dollar. 50%, pretty self-explanatory. If you invest $1,000, the brokerage account's going to lock up 500. These are funds like QQQI. That's a 50% margin maintenance name in E-Trade. And we have many folks in our membership Discord that live out of Robinhood, Fidelity, E-Trade, Interactive Brokers. All of them have different margin maintenance requirements specific to their brokerage specifications. But if you're looking for a community, we have a bunch of folks living out of a whole bunch of different brokerage in our Discord. So 50% margin maintenance there will lock up $500 of your equity. If you invest into a 100% maintenance name, it's a dollar for dollar lockup. Lots of funds that are aligned with Bitcoin and high volatility will end up being a 100% margin maintenance requirement, or dollar for dollar, 50 cents on the dollar, and then maximum efficiency. I have a blend of all of these. I let the market tell me where I should invest. So I'm not afraid to invest into a 100% margin maintenance name if the investment is a good opportunity. Right now, Bitcoin's been getting beat up. So if you put a little bit of money into Bitcoin and it locks up 100% of that fund, you're making the thesis that Bitcoin's going to recover and go up. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's always good to understand how margin and living off of margin works. So how do I use this to live? Let's just use some very basic math. I have a 450,000 plus gross portfolio value, and then you saw my net portfolio value sitting right around $210,000. It's just like having a $500,000 house and a $250,000 mortgage, but I wanted to use smaller, easier numbers this morning just to explain it to you in a way that I hope that you can understand very easily. So let's say you deploy $10,000 into assets into the 3-bucket system: growth, closed-end funds, and high-yield funds. This is to generate dividends and equity growth. And then basically, let's say you invested that $10,000 and do 30% margin maintenance names. That still allows you to have $7,000 in the form of available margin. And you can withdraw approximately $5,000 to live off of and pay your bills. If you want to be conservative, you could bring that down to $2,500. If you're new to the Paycheck to Portfolio system, I started a Spark to Fire account that I show every other Wednesday for my 18-year-old daughter, Emma, who's getting ready to go off to college. And we started that with $2,500 and $500 a month to show you how to scale into the system. But this is essentially how this could work for you in a $10,000 asset purchase in 30% margin maintenance names with the available for withdraw that's left for you to have a safety buffer. So if this were me, you could buy $10,000 worth of assets, 30% margin maintenance positions, gives you $7,000 of availability. Now, if it were me, I wouldn't go straight for the 5,000, but you could. I would start to float about $2,000 to $2,500 of my bills. I would bring capital in every 2 weeks, fully invest that, then borrow from it, whether it's a car bill, cell phone bill, and to keep the asset accumulation going. If you look at the buffer and how margin rules actually work, because it can be very complicated if you don't really understand how to live from equity. We're living from equity now as opposed to dollar in, dollar out checking account living. So basically, the setup is, again, you bought the $10,000 worth of assets. Your cash you used would be $5,000. In another example, the margin availability would be another $5,000. So let's say you started to scale into the system and you got to the 50% equity baseline that I live at. I never go below 50%. If I do, it's because I have cash coming in. There's deals going on in my wholesale real estate business, other things like that. Well, there's a 30% rule within most brokerage accounts. So they have this 30% equity rule. So let's say you started out with a $5,000 account. You started floating $5,000 worth of your bills. Now you have basically $10,000 in the market and you're sitting at a 50% equity position here. E-Trade is going to require you to have 30% equity, which is the 30% rule. So the margin can stay at $5,000 and your assets can technically drop in this easy example to around $7,000 before you would get into what we call a margin call position, right? And basically all a margin call is that the brokerage account tells you you have to add money or liquidate assets, and you never want to be put in that position, but it's not the end of the world if you do get put in that position. But the way I avoid a margin call is every 2 weeks I have money coming in. It's being fully invested, which is creating more assets and equities, which is creating more dividends, which also gives me more buffer. And then over time, the equity position becomes much, much stronger. And then I buy put options as well against a market correction or a market crash. And I have those videos on my channel called the Market Crash Cheat Code and how I protect my portfolio against a market correction and a market crash, if you would like to check that out. So again, every 2 weeks, money's coming in, being fully invested, your equity position continues to grow. And then as the market ebbs and flows, your position grows and grows and grows, like you saw in my historical values tab. So I wanted to show this to you with basic math so you understand basically margin maintenance rules, how you can leverage funds, and how margin maintenance impacts are available for withdrawal. So if I had a playbook summary for you with basically 4 rules from living off a margin, rule number 1 would be this. This is about efficiency, capital efficiency, not gambling. Margin is a tool to unlock cash from your assets, not a casino to blindly buy more stocks. A lot of people want to go buy stocks. They want to day trade. It's very exciting, but it can get you in a lot of trouble. So you have to be wise with margin, which is why I have the Spark to Fire account so you can ramp in, live off of equity, grow your equity, be a good business owner. We're not speculating in the market on day trading in stocks. Essentially, we're using this as a wise business application. Rule number two would be maintenance matters. Lower maintenance requirements means less of your capital is locked up, as we talked about, allowing your dollar to go further. So, understanding margin maintenance requirements is really, really, really important. Rule number three, the ultimate bridge is what I call it. So you use the unlocked cash to live today while your assets stay fully invested and continue to compound for you week after week, month after month, year after year. And that's what expedites the compounding curve so we can retire in 5 to 7 years versus 30 years. And then rule number four would be multi-layered risk management, which is what we talked about here as well. So you want to protect the system through diversification, continuous paycheck infusion, and put option insurance once you're fully living out of the account. So I get a lot of questions around margin, which is specifically why I wanted to talk about it this morning. And then I get a lot of questions around put options and put option insurance. If you're a $20,000 account and you're fully living out of your brokerage, I would have one put option either on QQQ or SPY. I go 30 days out, 10 to 20% out of the money or below the current strike price. And I roll those about 5 to 7 days before they expire. And then for each additional $50,000 of gross portfolio value, from that point forward, I would add another put option. So once you hit 50,000 gross, I would add another put option, probably on SPY. And then when you hit 100,000, I would add another put option. And then 150,000, another put option. So again, four rules: efficiency, not gambling. Rule number two, maintenance matters. Rule number three, the ultimate bridge and maintaining your capital and ownership. And then rule number four, multi-layered risk management is the key to being a good business owner. Let's look at some of the resources I have available. So one of the resources I have available for you is the Paycheck to Portfolio Training Academy. We have step-by-step training, all of my videos. There's an AI agent in here and a plethora of tools available to you. One of the new tools we have is this compare symbol tool. So you can see I've entered QQQI, QQQY, QDTE, and QQQ. I've pulled up total return here. You can see price return versus total return. You can change the timeframes here, and it will show you how every fund has performed against each other when you look at both price appreciation or paper gains and losses, if you will, when you add dividends back in. So again, I have three buckets I invest into: long-term growth stocks and ETFs for equity growth. That's what those do. Closed-end funds that drip at the NAV like Cornerstone, which gives me additional equity growth that's compounded faster. And then high-yield funds throw off cash flow for me, which pays down my margin, which increases my equity and allows me to live from my brokerage account. When you think about a business, you need equity growth and cash flow to be sustainable. And again, I treat my portfolio like a business. All of my resources are available under all of the pinned comments and all of my videos. You can go to the Paycheck to Portfolio Training Academy here to see a free calculator. You can set up white glove coaching, mentorship with me if you want me to come alongside you, shoulder to shoulder. You can book a one-on-one strategy call with me. That's a high-level 30-minute call if you want to know more about the system. You can join our private Discord and membership, which gets you access to the community, to the Paycheck to Portfolio Training Academy, and then to our full web application, which is directly interfaced with your brokerage account, and will show you total return and show you all the business analytics here for you. And then you can download the free starter kit and simple calculator if you want to see how your own finances might be impacted. I hope you found this video useful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you Saturday for our next video.